Okay, so here, checking the switch box, or the ignition switch box, which is this guy here, and the coil. So what you need to do is you need to have 12 volts to both of these, red and the white. The red is 12 volts always. The white is 12 volts when you got the key on, if you have a remote throttle. And I've already checked that with the multimeter, but I can't do it with two hands right now. And then on this other side, you unhook the trigger from the distributor. So I've got these three unhooked right down here. That's these three guys. I have the high tension off the coil, which is alligator clipped to this high tension that you can see there that is focused on. And that you leave sitting next to a ground bolt. And so you got the bottom two on this one jumper, and that's where your trigger switch is normally at. And you got alligator clip going to your top one, which is your ground. And so when you ground this out to a bolt, you hear a snap. And that's down here on the coil. So that little gap, you should be able to see a spark. So that's how you know your switch box and coil are still good. And so now what I'll do is to check the trigger, I'll rehook up those trigger wires to these, take these jumpers off, and then manually turn the engine. I already got all the spark plugs out and stuff like that, so it shouldn't be too hard to turn, but I should get 6 sparks per revolution. If the trigger still is not working, or only getting some sparks, and it can be your rotor cap. And even more, this is where your coil high tension only goes on. There's actually a spring and a little carbon bit in there that can apparently sometimes be the issue, but I think that's a different test altogether, not to do with this.